Hi there. I am still working on this shelf project and cleaning up the garage, but we are not going to do that today. A little burned out on it. Today we're going to work on my 2013 Raptor. In a previous video, I changed out the door latch, door lock mechanism because the lock wasn't working at all. Did that a few months ago. That seemed fine. Everything was working great. And recently it just kind of works when it wants. Everything will be fine for a while, then it'll just stop working. So we're going to change out the rear harness for the door. This is the Ford part number. This is for the driver's side rear. So I'm going to gather up some tools. We'll go out and change that. Tools I'll need to get the door panel off and such. Ratchet, an extension, screwdriver handle for the sockets, a 6mm socket, an 8mm socket, miscellaneous picks and small screwdrivers to get some of the covers off for the door and whatnot, a pair of needle nose pliers to get a clip off for the door handle, and a razor blade. So let's get to it. Alright, first thing we need to get this cover off. It just kind of pulls off. Up here in the corner, that is a 6mm. Down here on the very bottom of the door, there are a couple more 6mm that need to come off. Up here by the door handle, we need to get something to get this little switch panel out. This plug needs to be undone. There is a push button here, and that comes right out. There is a cover here that needs to come off behind the door handle. Let's see if we can slide a pick in there and get that out of the way. And then that bolt right there is an 8mm. That needs to come out. Then to get the door panel off, actually one more thing. Gotta get this little door lock deal off. Then to get the door panel off, you just lift up, and off it comes. Next thing we need to get undone is the cable right here. There's this little green thing that's got some tabs on it. The easiest thing to do is get you some needle nose and press in on that, those tabs, and then just pull it out. Then the cable just pulls out like so. Then we can set this aside. Now we need to get all of this plastic stuff off. It's just got some butyl tape that kind of holds it on there. Actually, I think the smartest thing to do is probably take this off first. There's little clips that are behind this. And this whole harness comes off. There we go. And then we can pull this down carefully so we don't destroy it. This harness does everything in the door. The window motor, the door latch, the whole shot. Here is that harness. And you can see that matches that plug there. All these got to come off. So really just a matter of unplugging everything and not destroying this cover. The butyl tape they use from the factory is way more sticky than what your regular black type butyl tape. So you gotta be really careful. Otherwise it'll just fall apart like it's kind of already doing. Undo the door switch, or window switch. You need to undo the door lock mechanism. You can't really see in there too much, but there's another little tab right here that I'm pushing with my finger. That comes off. And it's just got these little clippies that go into the door. It's just a matter of working those around until they come out. Like I say, most of these are behind this door cover thing. And as old as this is, it's really just kind of falling apart. I'm gonna go get a razor blade so I can cut this off. Yeah, this stuff's super brittle. So I think I'm just gonna kind of cut along here. I'll put some other glue in there to get it back up there. And it's just a little fragile-y. There we go. I really don't want to ruin this. It's not looking like it's going to give me a whole lot of choice. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's more back here. Most of this has been off before, so it's not super terrible in some places to get it off. But others, it would be a lot easier if it was warmer outside too. It's just so brittle because it's old. And I'm just trying to be as careful as possible so we don't destroy everything. All right, so I got the vapor barrier off in one piece, which is good. Okay, the rest of this, there's some speaker you got to unplug. That's back behind here. And a couple more of these little tabs that need to come out. So it's just a matter of working your way through all this. I'm going to keep at this for a minute and then I'll come back in. So I got the wiring harness just kind of flopping in the door here. You get in the door jamb and there's this plug, this little rubber doohickey that's got plugs that go into the door. And those you just kind of work around until they pull out. Same thing on this side. Alright, so that exposes this whole plug setup here. There's a couple of pins that push. You just got to kind of work your way around with a pick or whatnot and get those out. Like so. Then inside here is the plug that goes inside the door area. The other way to do this is pull all this trim off, but I'm trying to avoid that. To get this plug out, there's a little push pin or button right here. And then you just push that in, and this plug should just come out like so. And then you can fish this wire out of the door. One plug at a time. till it's out. Inspecting the wiring on the plug, everything looks fine. Nothing's frayed, any of that. And looking at the harness, it does match. They're the same. So now we just got to put it in. One nice thing about all the new stuff is you can see just what one plug goes one place. You can't mix them up. So we'll fish this back through. When you're feeding the wire in, you got to make sure that you come on the outside of these brackets. Otherwise, when you put your window down, it's gonna obviously hit the wires. You want to come on the outside of all this stuff. There's a bracket here, this thing, and then those little clips, these little clips, go into these little slots all the way through the door. And then I think the way to do this is go ahead and plug it in like so. It clicks, which it just did. It's got a little tab on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that right there. And there's a cutout on the frame of the car. Just pop that in like that. You're going to put your new rubber thing in on the side of the door. Alright, then it's just a matter of plugging everything in. The longest one goes up to the door here, door latch. Then we'll kind of back feed the rest of these little clippies as they go in. I haven't got to that point yet. Next one, this goes up to your window. This is going to go to the speaker right here, and then this one's going to go up to the door lock. Alright, I got my harness in. You figure out really quick where these little pins for the wires go that go through the door. They definitely have to go a certain way to keep everything out of the way. The shortest one, I mean, that's first. I mean, they're right there, easy to do. You just kind of got to follow through and just put them where they go. Everything's plugged in. Now it's time to put the door panel back on. Okay, I fought with the moisture barrier shit here for a minute. That wasn't any fun. Hopefully that stays up. All right, door panel time. Okay, door panel just goes back in the way you took it out. This goes in here. That pops in there. And this just kind of pops on there. We want to make sure we get our wire up here so we can plug that into our door lock, or window I mean. And then this just kind of sits up against and flops back in there. Door panel just kind of flops back into place when you hang it up. Put your little door lock thing on here. We've got our 8mm bolt that goes here. Put your little cover back. Goes back behind here. Put our window switch back in. Like so. Then we got 3 6mm bolts. One up here at the top. And then 2 down here at the bottom. And the last piece of trim just pops on. Let's test it. Success. And that's how you change a driver's side rear door harness on a 2013 F-150. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.